All right, the first of 3 sections for Tuesday and Thursday. Remember, we're trying to cover Section 3 on Slope-Intercept Form, Section 4 on Point Slope Form, and Section 5 on Standard Form over those 2 days. All right, this is something you can pause and read. So is the definition down here. Remember, linear equation means that the power can be no bigger than 1. So that's what makes it linear. All right. Moving on, the y-intercept of a graph is the y-coordinate of where it crosses the axis. Okay, so that's important here. The y-intercept is -3, but we would write it as 0, -3 when we write it in an ordered pair. This one would be 0, 0. Okay, so with a y-intercept, the x value is always 0. Okay, now we can use the slope and the y-intercept of a line to write a graph and to graph it. Okay. All right, so here is the slope-intercept form. Notice it says slope-intercept. So those are the 2 things you need. Y equals mx plus b. M is the slope, and b represents the y-intercept. Okay, so let's look at this question. Identifying slope and y-intercept. What are the slope and y-intercept of the graph of this? Okay, so in our depiction up here, the number in front of x is the m. So the m should be equal to 5. So the slope equals 5. Okay. Up here it says plus b, but this one is a minus, so that means our b is going to be -2. Okay, so we're just recognizing where they're at. If it's a plus sign, the y-intercept is positive. If it's a minus sign, the y-intercept is negative. Okay, so we're moving on. What is an equation of a line with slope -4/5 and y-intercept of 7? So remember, our formula says y equals mx plus b. This time m is this, b is this, so we just plug them in. Okay, remember, if the y-intercept is positive, we put a +7. If the y-intercept is negative, we put a -7. Pretty straightforward. Okay, this one, they give us a graph, and we need to figure out the equation. So we need to first know this. We need to know the y-intercept. In this case, b equals -2. Okay, the second thing we need to know is the slope. So I can go from this point to this point right here. I go up 2 over 1, so the slope is +2. Okay, remember, I go up and down first, so up 1, up 2, and then over 1, so 2 over 1. So y equals 2x minus 2. Remember, since it's negative, it goes into the equation as a negative. Okay. Okay. Now we're given 2 points, and we're asked to find the slope-intercept form. So we need to find the slope first. So we're going to do -3 minus a -2 over 1 minus 3. So -3 minus a -2, y minus y, over x minus x. So I get -1, and over here I get -2, so that gives me a slope of 1/2. Okay. Now I need to find the y-intercept. Because I don't have, I can find the slope pretty easily, but I can't find the y-intercept. Notice none of my points have a 0 in the first term, in the x value. So what I have to do is look what I have, okay? Let me show this to you. Y equals mx plus b. Okay? I know m. I just found it. Well, don't I also know x and y? I know x and y. I know x and y. So I actually have choices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug all three of these things in, and that's going to help me find b. Okay, so y, I'm going to plug in this one. Negative 2 is equal to 1/2 times 3, which is the x value. Remember, this is x. This is y. So I picked this one, so I plugged in y equals m times x plus b. So I just solve it now. So I have negative 2 is equal to 3/2 plus b. Okay, so now I subtract 3/2 from both sides. I get b is equal to whatever negative 2 minus 3/2 is, which is negative 1/2. So negative 3 1/2. Okay. So I know m, and now I know b. So I can plug it in. Yeah, you could write this as a mixed number. You can change it into improper, change it into decimal, doesn't matter. Be careful with decimals though. Only if it's a stopping decimal do you want to change it. Otherwise it doesn't make much sense. Okay. Alright, graphing. Here is the little trick for graphing. Y-intercept. Slope. Connect the dots. Done. Okay, here's the trick for graphing. Y-intercept. Slope. Done. Okay, so we start with the y-intercept, we plot that first, and then we use the slope to find the next point, connect the dots. We're good. Okay. Practice. Short video. See ya.